So, lots of barbershops out there, places to get your hair cut. Why, and you kind of alluded to it, why should people choose you when they have so many choices?
Well,
Eight. Golly.
So we take pride in making sure that we listen to what your wants and needs are.
Okay.
So a lot of comments that I get from my longtime clients are that I really do listen to what they want.
Okay.
I really do take the time to hear what they're saying. That if they get the same haircut all the time, I give it to them. But more of anything is about making sure that when they're in my chair, they're seen and they're heard. And it's not just a haircut. Even if they're not getting a drink or anything, because let's be honest, if every client that I had came in and drank, I would be broke. A lot of my clients don't come in and drink, but they come in because it's easy to get along with everybody. So one thing about my shop is that we're extremely diverse.
Okay.
I have employees that range from literally 19 years old, and literally she just turned 19, to 56.
Oh wow! Okay, all across the spectrum.
So we have the whole spectrum. We even have a shop dog, Sissy, when my manager Jara is coming in, because it's her service dog.
Okay.
But when she's at the shop, she's not working so much. So she's more of a shop dog. And that thankfully has worked out well for us. People really do enjoy her.
What's her name?
Sissy.
Sissy. Okay. What kind of dog is she?
She is a mix between a rat terrier, not a rat terrier, but a what is it? Basically a bulldog. Not a bulldog, but a what's the word?
Not a pug.
Pit bull.
Pit bull. Okay.
Okay, whatever they are.
Yeah.
The literal term: pit bull, a chow chow, and a border collie. But she's a short haired dog, and she's about 14 years old, so she's old as all get out.
Just lays there on the floor.
Just lays there on the floor. She'll go up and talk to you. She'll want you to rub her butt and sit next to you. Mm-hmm. And she sits next to us while we do haircuts if she wants to. And then, we have a little treat box. You can give her a treat. She'll love you forever.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But, yeah, so everything is in there. We're there because there's a whole bunch of different barbershops. And neighborhood barbershops are awesome. But my place is different because all are welcome. We do all types of hair. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Long, straight, curly, short, thick, not thick.
Yeah. Anything needs to be cut.
Anything and everything. But we're just regular people.
Okay. Yeah.
Wanting to give you the best experience we can.
I think that's a great to go there every day, knowing that's how you're going to do it. Which is why people keep coming back.
My employees, I let them be themselves because I think diversity is a great thing.
Sure.
I'm not going to put you in a box.
Okay.
And I'm not going to put my clients in a box.
Yeah.
So we get everybody from CEOs of huge corporations to concrete workers to priests and everybody. We have people who own huge franchises to a person who works as a waiter or waitresses. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Every person is important.
That's nice to know when you walk in.
And I really do, more than anything, that's my biggest thing is make sure everybody make sure everybody feels welcome.
Yeah. All right.
So.
Well, that's exactly. Well, yeah, when you're spending that kind of time and you want to look good, you want to make sure that they're enjoying that. Mm-hmm. So this is something for me, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say because I'm sure you have at least one. So I always feel super awkward when I'm sitting in the chair anywhere I've been. Like, should I make conversation with this person or not, or do they care? I'm the 20th person today, they do not care what I have to say. So, in all those years of cutting hair, what is the funniest or weirdest conversation you've had with someone?
I don't think that's should be on a podcast.
Uh-oh.
So, I've had conversations that range from, oh, God, no, there's a lot that can't be said on a podcast.
All right.
But the craziest thing, okay, here's the most impactful one.
Okay.
The one that makes the world so small, even though it seems so big.
Yeah.
I was cutting this gentleman's hair, and he's an ENT at Scott & White.
Okay.
And mine.
Did you pay 50 cents, by the way?
I did no.
Did you roll a 5?
Yes. What do I do?
Sorry, gosh, I stepped in.
Yeah, 5.
Anyway,
what do I do?
50 cents.
Okay.
I just want to keep us...
This?
No, the 50.
Okay.
Scott & White.
So he's an ENT doctor at Scott & White, and I'm cutting his hair, and he's talking about going to Honduras because he's a bird watcher.
Okay.
Well, a little bit about me. My grandmother is this really awesome person, and a big person in the bird watching community. Her name is Lena Faye. I knew her as Faye, but her name is is Lena Faye Humphrey. But she actually helped put together the bird sanctuary at High Island in Galveston. She actually has a plaque out there. She's known as the Hummingbird Lady.
Okay.
Back when in the 80s, there was a huge snowstorm in Lake Jackson, Texas.
Okay.
And I mean, it was cold for 3 weeks. It was freezing. And this is, northeast of Houston. We had snow. It was crazy. She had a hummingbird land in her yard for about 2 or 3 weeks. I can't remember how long. But mind you, I'm like 10. So.
Okay.
Anyways, he was telling me how he's a bird watcher. I say, so I start telling him about my grandmother.
Yeah.
And because people came from literally all over the world to see this hummingbird that came from, I think, Australia.
Wow.
That it was even rare to see in Australia, that came from all over the world. And you know what he said?
What did he say?
I was there. He went to my grandmother's house.
Wow.
And actually saw the bird. And I was able to get his notes from that day. Now, my grandmother's passed.
Yeah.
She passed at, I think, 87.
Okay.
But she was actually still alive when we met.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was amazing.
That is a cool story.
And now I have his notes.
Yeah.
From when he was at my grandmother's house, from when I was 10
years old.
That
is a small world, like you said.
And that's the amazing part of my job, is the conversations I have with my clients. And they are, most of the time, what are you doing this weekend? Or how was your week? Or yada, yada, yada. But the greatest part is that I get to be a part of some people's... I have clients that were high schoolers and middle schoolers, and now they're going to college, and some of them are now getting married, and actually they were out of high school, they got married, now they had their first baby, and I've cut the baby's first hair.
Yeah.
And that's the amazing part. That's to be a part of your life story is humbling.
Sure.
And I've gotten to be, just this past weekend, I was able to be a part of one of my clients' wedding. Okay. I held the bachelor party at the shop.
Yeah.
And I got to go to her bachelorette party, and then host the bachelor party at the barber shop, and then go to the wedding. And it's just because you meet so many people, and the barber shop is not like your regular business, like a grocery store.
Yeah.
You become a part of their story.
Yeah.
We used to always take our kids to this barbershop, or that barber. And it's really humbling.
Wow, and your story
it's so heartwarming.
Okay.
To be able to sit there and watch people's life
so much more than about
fold out hair in front of you. And I only get to see them maybe a couple times a month, but it's really cool.
Okay.
It's really neat. That's the best part.
That's the best. Okay.
Yeah.
So your business is pretty new, but you've been cutting hair for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that networking is important in expanding and growing your business?
Yes. And I'll tell you, growing up with my dad in a small town, I was always my dad's daughter. And I didn't need to network because everyone already knew me.
Yeah.
And coming here, and my daughter's family is from Cameron, and so we moved to Gerald, and then we moved to Rogers, basically, where my daughter went to middle school and high school.
Okay.
And then, when I met my husband, I lived in Harker Heights and, became a barber and putting myself out there. When I first opened in 2019, I had to do it from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And it really did open my eyes to networking.
Being relying on
right,
some others.
because I can be a nervous Nelly. Where I don't, because lots of sound, I can't hear it. Before I couldn't hear people. Now I hear too much. And so that can be really grating on a person's anxiety and nerves. And so I've had to learn how to mediate that and try to get people to, but people are understanding.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
people
absolutely.
are gracious, and you're always going to have those couple people, but that's because they just don't understand. And it's not maybe that they're a bad person or that they are uptight or whatever, but they just don't understand your facial expressions, because I can be very expressive. But for the long run, people are amazing.
I agree with you on that.
There's some of those that, don't make the best, aren't the best at helping the gene pool. As my dad would say, when some people pass away, the gene pool improves.
Yes, no, absolutely. I
but,
fully agree with your
for the
dad
most
on that.
part, people are amazing. And people are kind. And I have a hard time sometimes going back and doing things because I have a lot on my plate, because I take care of my mother-in-law who has dementia at home, and 90% of the time Kenneth is away on a job. He just got back from a job. He was gone from January to Friday, past Friday. So he's gone almost 6 months at a time. So I'm at home by myself with a teenage boy who has an amazing career ahead of him himself, with a mother-in-law who has dementia and the barbershop and networking. But everyone's been so gracious.
Okay.
And with that, and know when Melinda's not in it, there's a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people actually have the same story.
Mm-hmm.
And they are handling the same things. And sometimes I feel like, if I'm over here and I'm upfront about it, that maybe they feel more at ease knowing that maybe they're not the only one.
Okay.
So
I agree with you. Yeah, I think that we're our own little tribe of small business owners.
we are.
What do you think is the most important character trait of a small business owner?
Being able to pivot.
Sure.
When things, one thing you'll learn as a small business owner, nothing goes the way you want it. And being able to pivot and change the way you handle something, or the way you perceive something, or the way you do something, is going to be really important.
Yeah.
Never being right is a good thing, because you always learn something. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
But also on top of that, sticking to your guns. When you know, don't go in and take someone else's vision, and don't let them run over your vision for their vision.
Oh yeah.
It's good. It's very important to stay true to yourself.
Okay.
As well as being able to balance, being able to compromise and pivot.
Sure, I think that's a great one, because a lot of times we get all these, we romanticize our ideas like my business is going to be this and this, and it's like
no,
it's not going this way. Like, nope, I don't care. I'm going to slam my head against the wall. And
yeah,
it's going to work
but you
out.
have to, but you still have to make it your own, even when you do pivot.
Oh, sure, no, absolutely, I agree with you on that. What do you think the first thing a person should do if they want? What do you think the first thing a person should do if they want to start a business? What questions should they ask themselves?
Why?
Okay, so obviously why. What's
why?
your why?
What's your why? And my biggest thing is why not?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
So, but the other thing would be, you're going to come up against walls and things you have to go against, but are you going to, how flexible are you going to be, and are you going to break?
Yeah. All right.
That's a hard one because there's so much.
There is a lot of questions to
There's
ask.
a lot to unpack there. But if you say it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll still figure it out. Just just do it.
All right. So you have a cool business. What would be an ideal business partner for you? You do haircutting. So what would be a business you think that would work well with yours, where you could each thrive? Have you ever thought about that?
So we kind of married. So we kind of married manicures and pedicures for 7.
Okay, so nails. That makes sense. They are.
Right.
They were. Yeah, $1. The 100.
The 100. Okay. We married that together. We kind of support a lot and collaborate with the Cigar Lounge because it matches our brand, right?
Sure.
The whiskey thing we collaborate. We buy our stuff from
Martin El Borracho.
Yeah, at El Borracho's. I try to make sure anything and everything local, small business. I try to support within the company. But that's hard to say.
I'm trying to think what would pair well with a
barber shop.
I mean, everyone's trying, mishmash things now to kind of find that next niche, but.
Well, and it's about, the thing is we're a upscale. People always say we're upscale or we're like elite or whatever, but I don't know. That's a good one.
Well, there you go. Dwell on that one a little bit.
Dwell on that one.
Maybe someone that watches it will say, I would like to partner with you.
Right.
Their business you guys will each kill it. So,
right.
So you've been doing barber for 5 years. You said, well, longer than that. You've been, 5 years.
Yeah, about 5 years.
If you could choose another job, what would it be? Like a completely different occupation, something else you've maybe thought about or dreamt about. What would be something you would choose or would like to try, other than what you're doing now?
I don't know. Anything that would put me in front of people.
Okay.
Think, I've done sales.
Okay.
I've done network. I've done sales before and software sales or anything. You know what? Probably a pilot.
Wow, cool.
I like to fly.
Okay, that'd be cool. Be a
that
pilot,
would be
small planes,
small
or
planes, yeah.
or fighter jets.
No, that's my son.
Okay, all right. That'd be fun, like little charter planes.
Yeah,
and stuff
charter
like
planes.
that.
Yeah, that way you get to
That's a
meet
cool
people
idea.
and take them to really cool places. I think that's awesome.
Like the beach.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the
I guess
mountains.
I'll hang out here for a while.
Or the
too.
mountains. It's okay.
Or the mountains. Well, the mountains are a little. They're all that turbulence and
I
stuff.
I know, but you gotta have a challenge.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I want a challenge when I'm flying a little what do they call a puddle jumper plane or something like that.
We're not in Alaska. I don't think I'd do that in Alaska.
No, not in Alaska. Everything will eat you in Alaska just like it will in Australia. What is next for you, Melinda? What's next for you personally and professionally? And personally,
next to me,
I mean...
personally, I want to take more time off. I would love to get the business in a place where, you know, I have really great, a really great staff, and I already have I have a great staff.
Okay.
But I want it more stabilized.
Sure.
Like,
absolutely.
because we are new and
consistent,
and professionally, we want to open up store 2 and 3.
Right on.
And have more for more areas like Salado or, you know, wherever. But you
take
know,
this model and expand with it.
Take the model and expand it out. I told my employees, you know, I want to be able to streamline this so we can duplicate it.
Yeah.
So that you can grow. So one big thing in my shop is I don't want to limit what my employees make.
Yeah.
As a manager or as a barber or as a manicurist, I want you to be in control of your paycheck.
Okay.
So, you know, the idea of being able to give them a profit share in the company as we grow and we expand and do another shop, be able to take it and make sure that they can be the best that they can be.
Yeah.
And even if that lowers my profit, it's something that's important to me.
Yeah.
Because building somebody else up is really, really amazing.
That's true. Well, and more is more.
Yeah.
So if you're able to get another successful one, even if you're taking less, you're still getting more. Of more.
Right, I am.
And,
in the beginning,
and everyone else is still kind of...
Right. In the beginning, you might take less, but in the end, you'll take more.
Exactly.
And for me, it's...
Earned more. I don't
You've
say
earned
take.
more.
You're not taking
because you're absolutely earning it.
Yes.
Because, you know, like, with 2 of my employees right now, we're collaborating together, and we're doing the Duck and Beard Company.
Okay,
And we're doing...
neck and beard.
Duckin'.
Oh, I thought you said deck and beard.
No,
Duckin'. You were talking about that deck game or...
No, like the Duck and Beard Company. Now, they create the product. They create everything else. It's called Sweat Equity.
Yeah.
And we're going to be putting it in the shop, and we'll be launching it from the shop, so they already have a platform.
Okay.
They already have a customer base. But it's mostly theirs.
Yeah.
And I want it to be. Because, guess what? My 19-year-old's learning to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
At 19.
No, that's outstanding.
That's amazing.
Passing that type of
amazing to, like,
mindset on,
build that fire and that desire. And someone's so impressed. We as business owners, we create so much impressions, and the best impression is to build just another person up.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to stick with me. I want her to blow up on her own.
And bloom some. Okay.
And bloom. I mean, I'm keeping her. Mind you, she's mine.
Yeah.
But you know, to be able to manage a store on her own and make equity off of that, and then do this, and go out and do a couple more other streams. It's amazing.
Good.
It's like, okay, you can create something. Go out there and do it.
Cool. I like that you're sewing so much back into your staff and just the people that work for you, and not take. You got to put back. Small. I think that is one of the, not every small business, but difference between big business and small business. Like small business, we're the ones that end up going and supporting our employees. Not me, I don't have any employees, but sending, going to their sporting events, and sending a graduation card. And,
but those things matter.
Yeah, absolutely, they matter.
They matter more than anything. But they bring me they are dedicated and they're hardworking, and when they come to work, they know that they're valued.
Yeah.
And what they do matters. It's just a barbershop, you say. No, it's not. We're not just a barbershop. We're a family.
Yeah.
And I know that seems very cliquish or cliche.
Yeah.
But I even on the hard days, I love to be at work.
Okay. Cool. Well, no, I like that. I mean, that's how small businesses succeed. Well, what would you want listeners to take away from our conversation here today? The biggest thing you'd want them to know about you or your business, or just overall, what would you want their biggest takeaway to be?
That we're here for you.
Okay.
I know, again, we are a barbershop, and maybe...
we gotta keep rolling, too.
Oh, yeah.
We're just about done, so we gotta do this.
6?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yay.
Roll again.
Okay.
Keep going, yeah.
10.
All right, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
But yeah, so just that, we are where you matter.
All right. That's good. You could put that on a bumper sticker.
If we could.
Or a shirt. Is there anything I didn't... Would you ask you that you would have liked me to ask? Is there a question I
7.
maybe missed? 7. That's $1.
And then, that's
$7 for me. Wow, you're making this thing rich here, right?
We are.
I nailed everything, or is there something?
That's
anything
about
else
it.
You'd like to enlighten us about yourself or your business, your thoughts on business?
We're all here at the end of the day trying to make it. And I appreciate those of everybody who supports us.
Okay.
And it's amazing to be a part of y'all's lives. We just more than anything, we just want to stay in the community and benefit the community.
Yeah,
as much as we can and give back.
Bloom where you're planted, huh?
Yep, bloom where you're planted, and it's hard sometimes, but it's absolutely worth it.
All right. Well, we're just about done. You've done a great job, Melinda. I've gotten to know you. That's why I love doing this. I feel like I get to know people, and I'm hoping this is what's conveyed through the listening or watching. Like, wow, I've got to know this person, and I've really gotten to know you, and I hope everyone else has. Where can we find you? Online or what's the best way?
We are at theedgebs.com.
The Edge, okay, and that's your website?
That's my website. It's barbershop, not for the other.
Yeah. Okay. yeah.
And we are at 6401 Texas Highway 317 in Temple, right next to Bell County Flooring.
Okay.
Which they're amazing too.
All right.
They're awesome people. They are. Renee and his wife, Lacey, are amazing people, and I've been in that spot for going on 4 years. Okay. And they've been amazing. But yeah, that's where you find us.
All right. Well, we are done, Melinda.
Yay.
So if there's anything, we got to finish this game.
Finish the game.
I think that's your role.
Okay.
Well, I just while we're rolling here at 5, that is 50 cents. As usual, there's many people to thank. You heard Rex behind the behind the scenes. He puts this all together. Him and his wife actually helped today. She probably won't want me to say her name, so I won't. I'll just say, she's laughing right now. I'll just call her Mrs. A.
Yes. That could go so many ways.
Mrs. AF. Anyway, she's...
That's worse.
Okay.
That's worse.
Just say my name.
Okay, Andrea. Sorry. Andrea, super helpful. Her and her husband, Rex. My buddy, he just a savant when it comes to this stuff. Really thankful that he helps us pull this off. Creekside, as you met, Dwayne, they let us do this here. Was it my room?
Yes.
Him and his wife, Dwayne.
Love it.
Dwayne. Himself and his beautiful wife, Val. Him and his beautiful wife, Val, are so gracious to us.
6.
Yeah. 6 are so gracious to let us host here. Great small business owners.
Okay, let's clarify. Rex is married to
Andrea. Yes. Dwayne is married to Val.
Yes.
Dwayne and Val own the
cigar
shop.
Okay, yes.
Rex and Andrea are running the technical support.
That's right. Thank you for that help. Yes. Rex just summed it all up perfectly. So, Creekside here, great place. Come on down here and hang out.
Love it.
Support a small business. Buy some cigars. These
Drinks
shirts, I wear a fun little shirt every episode. His name is Jeremiah Trular.
Oh, we support him.
Wiener Tactical is his apparel company.
So,
and he's a boxer.
Yes, and we are one of his sponsors.
Well, there you go.
And as well as Top Shelf Blondie, Miss Emily Dunn.
That's right,
So,
another boxer.
We didn't get to it on the podcast, but I noticed you brought in some bourbon of your
Some
own.
bourbon. It's Blood of My Enemies
Where can we pick that up?
at El Borracho's. And also, they also support Miss Emily Dunn, the Top Shelf Blondie, and we have it at the barbershop.
It's really good.
It's amazing. It's really good.
Really
It goes
good.
quick.
I'd like to call Miss Emily Lady Luck.
Miss
Yes,
Lady
yeah.
Luck. Yes,
Well,
she
anyway,
is.
Jeremiah makes great shirts. We've collaborated a little bit, mostly
Seven.
him, and great guy.
Do I pull him up?
No, you have to pay $1. Sorry. So I want to thank him, Martin. We've mentioned many times we buy a lot of our hooch from him.
6.
Very supportive, a great small business. 5. Sorry. Great small business owner. He is very accommodating and trying to help you get the things you would like for your 10. Wow, 10 is coming up the backstretch here.
There you
And
go.
just overall, I thank all the small business owners, Melinda today, for coming in. I want this to, like I said, be a resource. I want small business owner after small business owner, Rex and I do, to come on here, tell their story, let people know who they are, and if you know a small business owner, refer them. If you are a small business owner, 10, that's the winner. 10's the winner. Do you
Are
have
you
a 10?
the winner?
I don't have a 10.
A 10.
Do you have a 10 in your hand?
I have a king.
You have a king? That wasn't supposed to be in. Okay. If this is a 10 off the next one off the deck, then you're the winner. A 9. Sorry.
I win?
Oh, no, you don't get. Oh, no, that means you would have to pay 7. Well, that's not fair. So, no one's won yet. Both charities have won. Queen. So
I
Queen
win?
wouldn't have won. No.
No.
So we both have to pay charities. So,
Okay.
just quickly, please, we'd love your support. Like, subscribe, follow us on our YouTube page. We're hopefully in the near future we'll get on some other platforms here, and you can find us on other places. We will let you know that. But thank you for watching, listening, supporting us. Go support small business owners. They are the ones that pour back into the community. So I guess, how much do you think is in there?
Oh my god.
Like $30?
Yeah.
So there's probably 8. I
I
threw in a lot of green ones.
I did. Yeah.
Are you a big movie person, Melinda?
Yes and no.
Is there any movies you're going to go see here soon?
No, I don't
Which
have
ones
time
are-
for
I'll
movies.
count the dollars.
The last movie I went to go see, mind
E.T.?
you,
Oh.
was The Matrix.
Which one? The newest one?
Yes.
That Matrix was awesome. There
And
was so
that
many
was
guns
yeah.
getting shot.
Man, let me tell you, it was amazing.
How about Keanu? You think he's still handsome for being 60 years old?
Yeah, why not?
Don't worry. No one's going to.
Why not? We're more of a Pinky Blinders shop than a Keanu Reeves
Okay.
shop, but yeah.
How many are there? Wow. So I have 10 of those, so that's $10 right there. That makes it 60.
Woo.
And those are a quarter, so that's another $2, 62.
And then what are these?
These are 75. Those are 50. And those
One.
are 75.
These are 75.
Yep, so there's
$1.50.
about 50.
There's 3. There's $4.50.
Yep. We'll just round up to 6.
6.
So 68, 69, 70, $71. So round it up. $75. You good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both charities we mentioned earlier, I guess we can repeat them.
Mm-hmm.
Children's Advocacy Center of Central Texas.
And the Phantom.
Phantom.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Phantom.
Veterans
Phantom Fireworks?
I know it's Phantom.
I don't know either.
Veterans. It's a fan.
It's for veterans.
It's for veterans.
Okay,
yes.
$75 each. We'll be writing a check to those
He's going
those
to
organizations.
really be mad at me. But
No.
yes.
Melinda, thank you so much. Did
Thank
you
you.
have fun?
I had a blast. Thank
Your
you.
hair is so killer. I love it. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on, taking some time to hang out with us
Absolutely.
and talk about your business and yourself.
All right. Thank you.
Hopefully many blessings for your business and
Yes.
growth.
And
So,
yours.
Thanks, Melinda.
Thank
We
you.
need to sign the script.
Yes.
And we need